Good evening, everybody. Night Rider NYC in the house, in the city. Just come out of work. I'm on 120th and Broadway, and I'm going for a ride. I will be going to New Jersey, and or passing through. It's pretty late. It's 12:17 in the morning. So we are ready to go. I did a double today, and man, I've been working since 8 o'clock this morning. Prep, had to get gas. So yeah, working since 8 o'clock this morning. So I worked 16 hours today. 16. I was supposed to work till 4 p.m. Then come back at midnight to work the overnight shift, but they needed somebody for the daytime. So I figured why not, make sure this is all pretty good. Yeah, so they needed somebody to work for the daytime and afternoon. So I canceled the overnight and getting out of work now instead of starting now. I kind of prefer it, man. I'd rather have just taken the day off tomorrow. So I'm on my way to Jersey. I'm gonna take a nice stroll. I'm in Upper Manhattan right now. Since you live in the city, tend to go different parts of the city. It's kind of the benefits of living in New York. You can pick and choose where you want to go. If you get bored, you can go downtown, you can go to the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn. Sky's the limit. So what I want to talk about a little bit today is filmmaking and how that works for me, and also running a motovlog channel and managing these motorcycles that I have. I have 5 motorcycles. You guys already know I have a Ducati Monster 2007 SR2 1000 black, set up like a cafe racer. I have the Low Rider S Dyna 2017, which is the one I'm riding on right now, and I have the Low Rider ST Tobacco Fade 2024. I have 2 more that I will reveal at some point. So, I have multiple passions. Filmmaking, photography, motorcycles, being a dad. These are the things I enjoy in my life. And managing them hasn't always been easy. And having a work life. So how do we do that? Well, it's, I want to do it all, but I have to be realistic. I can't do it all. And I'm sure there are people out there who can relate to having multiple passions and kind of managing each one, with the short time you have in a day. It's 24 hours. I love filmmaking. I love street photography. I love riding motorcycles. I love my kids. I love my job. I love what I do. So how do you do it? Well, you already have to account for your work schedule. I work, 3 to 5 days a week. I make up my own hours, so I work really based on what's available. So I don't have a steady 9 to 5, which I like. I like having the flexibility of choosing not to go to work. However, I do have to get those hours in. Somebody has to pay for the lights to go on in my house, and for the motorcycles, and having kids, putting food on the table. These things add up. And and then having children is okay. So I have my job, I have to do that. So I invest somewhere between 30 to 40 hours a week in that. Some traffic here. I wonder what's going on. I see a cop car up there. It's probably an accident. It's usually in the West Side Highway or the FDR Drive. Those are the two main arteries that go up Manhattan. And there's always traffic. Always. You guys know. If you're from New York, always traffic. One little car. Even got into work this morning. One little car held me up for like 45 minutes. And then that one car got stuck somewhere. Oh, crap. Look at that. That one car got stuck somewhere, and it delays everything. And you go to work late. It should take me half an hour to get to work. It took me an hour. However, I was on a motorcycle, so I actually got there a little quicker than an hour. So, where I'm at is, like I said, I have to balance my work life. I have to do that. I have to balance my children. I have to give them time, FaceTime with them, physically spend time with them, help them with his homework, play video games with them, try to make these efforts to be a dad. I wanted to get into the finance field, and unfortunately, I work for this company. It's called Primerica. From 2004, really till present, but at one point, I really wanted to do that full time, and it's something that was very dear to my heart, and I really love the people and the money income potential that came with that. And sad thing is, I had to give that up, and it was kind of tough for me to do that. But the test was really challenging for financing, and. So I had to give that up. I couldn't have it all. I had to give something up. So I'm doing what I'm doing now: the filmmaking, the photography, my children, my job, and then now you have this moto blog that I'm working on. I have two YouTube channels: one for filmmaking and one for moto vlogging. And believe me, there's a lot of stuff coming for the filmmaking channel as well. It's just not something I could do every single week, because it's more professional level work. Something that just, I don't rush through that. I have ideas and concepts and ideas of how I want to make that channel happen. And it's not something like, episode a week. It's a little deeper than that, So, and that's where I'm going to put a lot of my filmmaking content. But my YouTube content, where it comes to motovlog, is something I could do because I'm usually riding to work, or I'm going somewhere on my motorcycle. So I can easily create like one episode a week, and I usually release my episodes on either Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And if I could do more, I will, but right now I can commit to those 2 days, either Tuesday or Wednesday. So this is going to show up on Tuesday's episode. So, but I just wanted to say that I'm really happy to be on here on this platform. and really exploring my options. I've kind of always wanted a motovlog ever since I started riding motorcycle, and I saw people like motovloggers like Blackhead and FX DLS Brooklyn and a few other ones that I really like. Lately, I've been watching Cruisy Originals. These are really good. Just kind of learning about motorcycles, how to build them, how they work, how to repair them. Something I really love doing, and I'm really passionate about. Just as passionate, I think, as I am with making movies or doing photography. So, where the future lies with my filmmaking, my photography, and my motovlogging, well, I think, you know, each one has its place in my life, and I think in time it'll all come together. I just know I have to keep it moving because I can't stop. I can't just stop. I gotta keep it moving. I'm motivated. I want to build these channels up, maybe perhaps making an income from it so that I can only do this and not have to have a job, you know. And whether it be motorcycle, I don't think I'm ever going to give up motorcycle riding or even motovlogging, and I definitely am not going to give up my filmmaking, but definitely lately I really haven't been feeling like I wanted to make anything right now when it comes to films. Kind of been in a little slump, and I think that happens a lot to directors and writers. Like there'll be a big period of slump where it's like, oh, I just don't know what to do, I don't feel motivated, and I kind of have been feeling that way lately. However, I have been really focused on my motorcycle stuff. So I think when one is lacking, the other one will pick me up, and it's great. And then I've been spending more time with my kids. You know, I have one kid that lives in Florida. I have two kids that live in Florida, so I FaceTime them. I have a granddaughter in Florida, and you know, I spend as much time as I can with them. And then I have my little one here, and you know, I just have these children that and then my stepson. And I have these children that I, you know, want to give them some energy to, and I enjoy being a dad too. So don't get it twisted. You know, I'm not all about filmmaking and photography, whatever. And then, you know, I love my children. But yes, so where are we going now with all these fashions? I really don't know. I just know I gotta keep moving, and I think it'll just work itself out. I'm not thinking too much about it. I'm just gonna keep producing content, keep writing stuff, and definitely feeling more motivated to write some new stuff for my narrative work. I really want to do another feature, and that's gonna take more time, but I might do 1 or 2 more shorts before I get right back into a feature film. I have done a feature in the past, and at some point I'll get into that, but for now, that's what right now I'm just focusing on the motovlogging. And then what's cool about the motovlog is you know, I'll be somewhere in the city, I'll get off and I'll start taking pictures, and you guys kind of get to see the final result as I take it, which I think is something I haven't seen, and I think it'll be fun and interesting. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay tuned, man. A lot of great things coming. Peace.